Your Miami Heat victorious against the Los Angeles Lakers. Big time feel good win for your Miami Heat on Saturday as they beat the LA Lakers. Got a little dicey there at the end. Got a little dicey. You had old Kentavious Caldwell-Pope flopping his ass off, saying Duncan Robinson elbowed him in the nose. I saw that replay. Sweet Dunks didn't do anything. You bopped your nose in there like a sea lion. He meant to do that. Big time flop. Poor Duncan. He felt miserable. Everybody's yelling at him. He's like, Duncan. Imagine Duncan Robinson getting an offensive foul. Get the hell out of here. Duncan Robinson swinging them bows like he's Charles Oakley. Come on.
Oh, the old.
Man, get out of here. No way, dude. And so it got a little dicey. Alex Caruso, he missed a shot at the buzzer. Bricked it. It looked like he was going to cry. Get over it, dude. And your Miami Heat give themselves a nice win. Of course, everybody cranking up the excuse machine for the Lakers. LeBron after the game, he's like, I guess I just have to adjust to life without Anthony Davis. Yeah, poor you. Sorry you don't have an all-NBA player by your side for a couple weeks.
Hey, my rule is I don't care who you put across from me. If you got the other jersey on and we win, it counts as a victory. I don't care. I don't care.
Everyone's going to be
that asterisk.
Always going to be that asterisk, LeBron.
No, it's not.
Don't forget it. Always.
So what?
Always.
So what?
He's so lucky. He hasn't gotten to this guy. He's gotten to skate from Goran Dragic. The Slovenian assassin hasn't come to collect once.
Really?
He's lucky.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
Okay.
He's like would have beat him worse.
Okay. All right. Now let's not get carried away.
I'm not. Oh, trust me, it would have happened.
All right.
Except for that hobbled foot in Game 6.
Kick their asterisk.
I got to tell you, hey, there's nothing that reminds me more of Zaslow like Caruso. He's like, it was like in the second year.
If you were just like, if Zaslow went another route of actually training physically, that's what you think he would have been?
Yes, because Caruso's 20, 25, 26?
Oh.
It looks like he came into the league with LeBron.
Because he's balding?
He's 26. He's 26.
He's
26.
He's going to be 27 next week.
Dude, you're telling me, does it not look like he's 35?
He's old, yeah. He's got the headband look and he's balding. It's not a great look.
Right. So So every time I see Caruso play, I think, man, my man Zaslow could have made it.
Yeah, guy goes, did you guys see the ESPN headline? Depleted Lakers lose to the Heat. Of course we did. Of course we did.
Care.
Oh, I
why
care.
Does everybody care about
Just
that?
give some credit. Like, why is it always got to be a story about, so depleted?
For the same reason why you said if Goran had played and if Bam was healthy.
That's true, but nobody acknowledges that. Everybody gets so mad at Pat Riley for saying that.
Nobody cares because back then it's unfortunate, but they still get their ring. And guess what? I don't care who they line up with on Saturday. You got the win. Keep it moving. I don't care. I don't care who's not playing. I don't care if LeBron wouldn't have played. Who cares?
LeBron, it's Dave McMenamin. You went out there. First of all, record what the next. Can you tell us exactly step for step what the last 9 plays were? Because you lost. So let's dazzle some people with your basketball mind. And then, what's it like not having AD out there? Well, listen, Jimmy Butler, he was cutting down on the block, wide open for a shot. I stopped him, and then all of a sudden, bam, came from the left side out of nowhere. There was 46.7 seconds left. I had to watch myself. Caruso was over there. I kicked it out to him because they were going to double me up, try and trap me upside, and then, we missed the shot. Make or miss league. It's like, all right, wow, you dazzled me. And as far as AD, I just have to adjust to life. I have to adjust to life, not having AD again. I have to go back to my Cleveland days. You were there, McMenamin.
Hey, Game Boy 305. For somebody who has a photographic memory, he sure didn't see Bam coming with that block.
Oh, it's going to be
not,
in prison.
Whoa.
It's going to be in prison there now.
That's not what photographic memory is, dude.
Yeah, he's not a chameleon.
No, but photographic memory is you remember something. It's not you can see by it.
He probably woke up in the middle of the night. He goes, bam! Woke up. Do we have that call, Robbie?
Hold on.
What?
Stop. Man, I was so happy the Heat won. I really was.
But
at the same time, I could care less who was playing on the other team. Stop getting caught up in that.
Can I get Mike Inglis from Saturday Night Robbie calling the Bam block?
Into LeBron. LeBron steamrolls in. Blocked from behind by Bam.
That was a Bam.
Wow.
That was a LeBron block on LeBron. A chase down.
Roll it back, Ralph. The chase down is LeBron's move. I mean, that. Like, what the F?
Oh, yeah. Out of nowhere.
But
Bam again,
Bam had a.
It was ironic that he got by a play that made him famous.
Yep.
Right? And they didn't win. Guess what?
We got to give
what your excuses are. I don't care who was playing. The Heat beat the Lakers. Whoever had that damn Lakers jersey on, beat them. Keep it moving.
Jimmy Butler finished with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. We got to give it up for Kendrick Nunn, though. Kendrick Nunn's been amazing.
He's been good. He's been good most of this year, ever since
he's been bad.
playing.
Once he started playing again, he's really, really been good. And he was feeling it with the stroke. I mean, he was like doing he was just doing almost like holding it, posing it. You know, normally Nunn is not a guy who's a show pony. He likes to just kind of keep his head down. He doesn't talk. You never hear it. He was feeling it against the Lakers.
We're going to get the shimmy.
What do you think? What do you think most Heat fans feel right now about Kendrick Nunn? Like, do you think that most of them are thinking this is amazing? It's good to see him back. We're seeing the Rookie of the Month guy, or do most Heat fans think like, sell high? This is going to end. At some point.
That's already seeing in
they're thinking sell high because that's what
getting his trade value back.
Here they are.
He looks amazing, dude. He's been incredible this year.
Here's one thing. Like, the one thing I like about what I've seen out of Kendrick Nunn is he's expanded his game. Which, keep in mind, he's still a young player, even though he's old.
Right.
So that's what everybody gets lost at. Everybody gets lost at because of his age. They don't realize he is a young player. Okay. That being said, it's amazing to me to see how his game has expanded. The other thing is not that you're hearing from other players in the league and how the coronavirus has affected him long term and that it took a while to wear off. I'm starting to think that maybe this kicked Kendrick Nunn's butt too. Yep. And that it took a while to get back. And so all that being said, like, give him a minute. Like, the second somebody struggles, like, everybody was thinking, oh no, he's, look, good trade bait. Let's move him. Let's move. It's the same thing with Duncan Robinson. So he's had a tough stretch. Stop. You know what kind of player that guy is. He's going to be that player, forget how to shoot. And let's have a little patience with these guys, especially a guy like Kendrick Nunn, who, for the most part, the last couple of years, all he's been asked to do is go in there and light it up.
His shoot.
Now he's being asked to facilitate.
Yeah, he's really been efficient offensively. It's not just like he's going chucking up a bunch of shots. Like, he's going and he's just making the most of it, and it's just been insanely impressive from him.
He's being everything that you thought Tyler Hero would be. In fact, handling the ball, being a facilitator, protecting the ball, and then making buckets. That's what you thought Tyler Hero would be. But guess what? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Tyler Hero just had a flash in the pan. You don't know this, but I'm just saying we hooked our horns into one guy because we liked him, and both of those guys were in the same boat.
He's really been impressive all year and played 40 minutes in that game too. He really was awesome. So looking to wrap up this trip tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder, make it a good trip, 4-3, and come on home this week. Who do they got this week, Rob? Who do they got? We got
they got Toronto on Wednesday, and then they got Utah.
Toronto and Utah. Utah's back in town, right? I'd love to get the Utah one back in the fold. But the Miami Heat, they beat the Lakers on Saturday. And, got a little dicey there at the end. Poor Duncan Robinson. He was called for an erroneous foul call because Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is a flopper. Oh, my nose. Yeah, all right. Duncan Robinson is definitely known for throwing bows. Yeah, that's definitely his MO. So, he was sitting there. He took a little bop on the nose like a sea lion, and then all of a sudden he's out there acting like, "Oh, I was hurt so bad." They fall for that. Obviously, the refs fall for it because the Lakers got him on the tape. And so, and then Alex Caruso, not even close to the end of that game. Do you have Mike Inglis's on the final call of that game? Because somebody's saying he sounded disgusted with how it ended, but I didn't see how it goes to figure out.
Turn it over. They get it to Caruso. Caruso straight down the middle to LeBron. LeBron to Caruso. Caruso along 2, misses, and that's the ball game. Miami absolutely messed that inbound up, and as a result, they had a chance to tie or win the ball game with the last shot, but fortunately, the Lakers missed.
You can just hear the disgust in Ron Rothstein's voice as it happens, though. Can you just play the beginning there, Robbie? Because you can hear Ron Rothstein go, "Ugh."
And he turned it over.
That's coach. That's a coach for you. Twitcher writes in, LeBron sounds like an asterisk. Yeah, listen, we gotta be here, support each other. I gotta adjust to life. There's always gonna be that asterisk on that Heat game. There's always gonna be that asterisk. Can't take it.
There's always gonna be that asterisk.
One thing that does have me concerned, though, is Tyler Hero. If you guys didn't see this, we talked about this a little bit earlier in the show, but his got a little cryptic on Instagram yesterday. He goes and says it's a picture of him walking up the plane steps, and it says, "Was taught to fight no matter what, ain't no giving up." And so I feel like this either means two things. One, he either feels like he's in trade rumors, but more likely is that his hip injury might be a little bit might be bothering him a little bit. He's questionable, I think, for tonight, but he looked like he was in some pain. That was no bueno in that game.
Yeah, well, he's been banged up, man. Like it's tough in a sport that requires so much movement and so much of your lower half to do anything in the sport. And once you hurt something like that, being limited, if it's the wrong injury, does nothing to help you.
Texter writes in, he says, or a Twitcher writes in, whose name is just, I got a Twitch. That's his, it says, never heard Jordan use the asterisk. Well, obviously you didn't watch The Last Dance because that's basically all the documentary was him just, everything was an asterisk. Everything was, well, listen, this is why I did it, or this is what happened, or poison pizza, or anything of that nature. The whole documentary was an asterisk.
Well, Scotty did this.
Scotty did this. I took that personally. Everything was a side note.
The Bradford Smith.
That's all right, man.
I'd made up these stories left and right. That guy in the Wizards didn't do anything. completely fugazi. But no, listen. You wrap this up 4-3. That's a really, really good trip. Could have been amazing. And I will do some lingering on that Golden State game. I don't know. I feel much better. Perhaps I was strong in saying the Heat hit rock bottom. Perhaps I was strong. But everybody who was there that night, it felt like rock bottom. It felt like rock bottom. It felt like a big thud. It felt like the Rock had hit me with his finishing maneuver.
I'm going to just put this out there.
Yep.
You get a -1 for your internet today.
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, man. I was telling.
Hot
-1.
garbage. Yep.
That wasn't you getting Putin? That was me?
Well, that was you from a while ago.
Yeah.
I feel like you just got Putined.
No, I didn't.
I feel like you did. Robbie was moving just fine. You weren't.
Oh, that's your internet looking at us. That's not my internet.
Why would Robbie be fine, but you not? That doesn't make sense.
All right. I got you.
Maybe you deserve a -1. You ever think about that for Sass?
No.
-1 for Sass.
Just
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh!
anyway. Look,
Frozen in time like Duncan Robinson on defense.
If they get a win tonight,
Leroy starting a Frozen 3.
Mission accomplished.
Okay,
Come back home.
If the Heat finish 4-3,
yeah,
it's mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
That should just be the term. Like Spo should be sitting on a Navy ship.
Here was the deal.
Accomplished behind him.
Here's where I went into this West Coast trip. Beat the 3 teams you're supposed to beat, and beat one of the 4 teams that you're not expected to win against.
That's fair.
It would be mission accomplished.
It would be, and you would have beaten the Rockets, the Thunder, the Lakers. Who am I missing?
And Houston. Oh, yeah, you said Houston. Right?
The Rockets,
you said the Rockets,
the Thunder, the Lakers,
and Sacramento. And Sacramento.
The Kings.
Sacramento.
Okay, so you would have beat the 3 teams you were supposed to beat, and you got 1. But you should have had 2.
No, man, you can't.
You should have had 2. You should have had 5. You should have had 5 if they win tonight.
Robbie,
inevitably.
Hold on. Let's do it this way. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Robbie.
Well, you can't talk to Rob. Robbie's more reasonable than me.
Robbie, when you're playing the game with the gods, the sports gods, the basketball gods, and beforehand you say, it would be awesome, sports gods, if we can come back with a winning record. And then you come back with a winning record and you complain about the winning record not being good enough. You immediately go on a 5-game skid.
Well, yeah, then the gods are never going to grant me anything ever again.
Gods are not going to be favorable.
That's not how the
gods.
First of all, you don't know how the gods work. You don't even
yes,
believe
I do.
You're like Robbie, a sports atheist.
That's why I asked Robbie.
You're a sports atheist. You don't even believe in the gods. You don't even believe in the gods.
That's not an accurate assessment. Robbie.
Dude, I'm like, all right, first of all, I'm like Floki. I believe in the gods, okay? And the way it would go is if you end the trip tonight 4-3, I'd be like, I'd look up at the gods and we go, hey, pretty good. Could have been great. Gods aren't going to punish me. Well, it's not going to happen.
No. If you go, hey, gods, you gave me 4-3. I would have really appreciated if you would have gave me that Warriors game.
Yeah.
Then they send it down.
No, the way that would work is if I would have do that and say, oh, okay, you're not going to be grateful for 4-3, and the gods make us lose to the Thunder tonight.
Right.
Like,
but that's the same thing.
Well, now you weren't
grateful. You weren't grateful.
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, Robbie, how does it work? If you go into tonight saying not being grateful of
if you're complaining to the gods,
hold on. Let Robbie speak.
I say if you're complaining to the gods before tonight's games, like, hey, bro, it could have been better, and the gods go, yeah, you complaining now. You're the Thunder.
Yes,
Heat.
That's what I'm saying, Tobin.
So you think that as soon as I complain, which I'm not complaining, I'm like Eric Spoelstra. I'm not complaining. I'm just mentioning. When Eric Spoelstra is talking about the referees, he's not complaining. He's just pointing out. If I just point out to the referees, 4-3 would be amazing. But you know what would have been better? 5-2 and not losing a game where we didn't trail in regulation. I'm not complaining. I'm just mentioning. I'm still upset about that block charge call.
Beat the Smolnik. Leroy's internet has more hesitation than a Dwayne Wayne pump fake.
I'm telling you, man. You're blaming me.
It's not.
It's been hard times for you.
No. All I'm saying is this. Based on what has happened this season and based on this road trip from hell, you come back with a winning record. Mission accomplished. You keep it moving, headed in the right direction. Only good things should be taken from this road trip. If any way, shape, or form,
you're saying is reasonable.
You're ungrateful.
You sound reasonable. You sound like Eric Spoelstra, who's like, this has been our best stretch of the season, even if all the results haven't been there. But he always says that. He never just says,
he doesn't
roll with the results. He's like, the process was great, that,
we had
the
bonding
to get
time.
Here. Yeah, we got to know each other.
Growth in this road
We
trip.
grew. That's what he always says.
You know why? Because he's like you. And here's how it goes. Want me to tell you why? Because no matter, whenever you question him from now to the end of time, he's going to say this. Guys, I said this when we were 11-30.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Sounded like a quack.
Right. And what happened? 30-11. So don't Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And you kind of have to stand back. Oh, well, we know. All right, Spo.
Spo says, quote, I think without a doubt, this is one of our best segments of the season so far for us. Just the mere fact that we had great meeting time, practice time, shoot around, walk through, all of it, where the majority of our team has been here together. We've made big strides. I think the last 8 to 9 days of this trip, we've dealt with some adversity. I think that's always good for our group, which I agree with. But all of that could have been true. No. All of that can be true. And you could also not lose to the Warriors in overtime.
Be careful.
I can say this because I'm not complaining. I'm still, upset about that charge block call.
I'm doing the same thing that he does. He can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me if I'm just pointing out. You can't get mad at me if you win
on the basketball gods, though.
If you win tonight and you go 4-3, I'm not mad. I'm just pointing out. Hey, it could have been 5-2 though.
But they could have been better than their record is.
Agreed.
Also.
Agreed.
6-point favorites tonight.
But the Heat are what?
6-point favorites tonight.
And there you go. Hey, so there is an indication of where, yes, I think the Heat are going in the right direction. Are they 6-point favorite direction? No.
Tonight reeks of, if you're really talking about the team that we've seen all season, it reeks of we're going to have a 16-point lead and lose by 3.
Hey, stop it.
That's what it reeks of.
Robbie, stop him.
Yeah,
I'm not messing with the gods. I'm just saying what it's been.
That's a dumpable offense right there.
It's not a dumpable offense.
Yes, it is. What are you doing?
Listen, I'm on cloud 9 right now. You can't get better than beating LeBron James on a weekend.
What are you doing,
Bam Adebayo blocking his ass, and he starts scrounging for excuses.
Why do you... Man.
What?
Just ride the wave.
That's the Marlins thing. You can't steal other teams' thing. That Marlins are ride the wave.
Things are going good. Things are going good. Things are going good. Let them be good. Stop trying to look for ways for them to be bad.
They're going good. I like great. What's great?
This team ain't great right now.
But I want them to be great. I want them to get to great.
They got to be double great for both of us.
I'm like Jimmy Butler. I got high standards for this team. High standards. And that's okay.
All right.
I'm going to be happy with them. I'm going to be proud. But also I'm going to think about, man, I shouldn't have lost to the Warriors, bro.